Okay, what are we doing? I don't know what we're doing.
What am I doing here?
I don't know. I would rather go for that fika you told me.
The classic Swedish fika.
The classic Swedish fika with a guitar. Yeah, we're back here. We talked with Allan here about his wonderful wax.
My Wonder Wax.
The Wonder Wax. And now we're going to talk something about the microphones you also brought us. So what's up with your microphones, Allan?
Hey, well, we do believe we've got a really, really nice range of pickups that will fit most people's styles of playing and most of their guitars. We have everything from Stratocaster, Telecaster, 335s, Les Pauls, you name it, we pretty much do it.
So, what are you playing here? Is it the microphones you brought us, the Montys?
These are the original series PAF pickups, the patent applied for, classic that everyone, and it's the holy grail of pickups for a lot of Les Paul and 335 guitar players. These are our best-selling pickups, and they're our best-selling pickups for a reason. Matt from Monty's has been lucky because he's been working in London, and he did his lithiership with Charlie Chandler, the famous Charlie Chandler of London. He's been lucky to repair and to work on many of the best classic guitars, in Europe. So from there, he's been able to. He knows exactly what goes inside them, what makes them tick, what kind of wire they're using, what kind of power output they are. So this is probably their expertise is making these really, really nice quality pickups with lots of different output values as well. So you not only have original sort of vintage, low output pickups, which are my favourite, but also they have different variations of them, slightly hotter pickups, depending on which model you go for. But there is, particularly with the PAF pickup, the PAF, people find, I think there's a lot of comments we get from a lot of shows that the current humbuckers that are in some sort of Les Pauls or 335s, they're very hot.
You mean now?
The current production, they're very hot.
So when you say hot, what do you mean? What does that mean?
Just that they have a high output. So there's a lot of power coming out of the guitar itself going into the amp, and some guitar players love them, other players don't. I personally am not a big fan of a high output. I prefer to.
So what it is? I'm a drummer, so I really don't
my
notice.
Apologies.
Watch yourself, Allan. So what did it do? Really, if you have a hot pickup, as you said, if you put on this pad, what is the changes I'm looking for when I'm choosing?
If you go for a low output, I personally think if you go for a low output pickup, you tend to hear more of the guitar. You hear more of the kind of natural vibe of the guitar. It's not the characteristic of the guitar is not being taken away. You can get the pickup to perform. You can get the amplifier to perform better by using pedals or using the power section on your amplifier more than when you've got a really hot signal coming out of a pickup. I find it's difficult to control, and you can lose the character of the guitar. That's my opinion. But the PAFs are great. I mean, these. They're done to a kind of vintage specification. The two coils that are in the bucket are slightly offset, which is a characteristic. We only use really high quality nickel silver in the pickup covers, and we have lots of different varieties. We do open pickups. That's you just actually see the pickups themselves. There's no cover on them. Then we have chrome.
I've been told. I've talked to Brian Robertson.
Another great from just down the road from where I'm from. He
said he didn't want this because it gives him more feedback when he doesn't have this on.
I mean some people
is that right?
prefer. It changes the characteristics slightly. I mean they're depending on the pickup. These are unwaxed. sort of natural kind of sounding low output volume. If you take the lids off, there can be a slight change in character, especially when you drive them. You notice it when you drive them under pressure. Yeah. But it's just a beautifully sound. Anyone who plays them really likes the natural sounding. Yeah. But it really sings when you drive it as well.
Let's drive it.
Okay.
Yeah. Classical guitar sound, man.
It's the great. It's the sound everybody wants, you know, and.
I hope it comes through. We only have these mics on for our voices now, but it sounds really great.
Doesn't do it justice. Yeah. But we have they're available in standard two cable set. So it's like your classic, what they call the classic 50s wiring, and we sell these in combination. We offer the drop-in wiring looms, the 50s wiring looms.
Yeah. And the wiring does.
Well, the wiring, essentially you've got your volume and you've got your tones, and they interact depending on what value your capacitors are. And these are Monty's caps. Yeah. Depending on what the values are, they will interplay. They will change the character of your.
Is it this little thing?
Yeah, that is our Monty's caps. That is our classic paper oil filter, new old stock, vintage, made to our specifications, and available in two values, 0.022 and 0.015. Yeah, okay. And normally, depending on the character of your pickups,
Let's show the package. I hope this comes through, but it's a really nice package here.
But the pickups come available in nickel covers, chrome covers, aged nickel, raw nickel, gold, aged gold, and they're available as in standard wiring, or you can have the 4 cable wiring here, as you can see. Yeah. If I hold this in here.
Here we have.
This is a humbucker. This is the Monty's humbucker, but this has the 4 cables, so you can split to obtain a more of a single coil voicing, or more of a traditional. So we can have that as an option. And on the humbuckers as well, we offer short leg and long leg, because depending on the guitar that you fit in, say for instance, if you wanted to fit this path into a yeah, well, it depends on the way the guitar's routed as well. Yep. Like a Fender Telecaster, a modern Telecaster, you would have to have a short leg, right, as opposed to the long legs that would be in a standard Les Paul. Cool. So these are all available, and that is the beautiful packaging in which every Monty's pickup is pretty much it's done to order unless we're buying them in.
Is it a wax also?
Yeah,
this is like a
it's the stamp. It's got the seal done by Monty. So we would normally we as part of SHOG Distribution we keep the best-selling pickups available in Sweden, but anything that we don't have, we will have specially made, and that normally takes around about 2 weeks to 3 weeks to actually wind the pickup, pack it up and get it sent over here. So normally, under normal circumstances, you'd be looking at the longest you'd be waiting for is like 4 weeks for something that is not a standard option.
That's cool. And as you told me that everything is done in one place?
All done in Monty's in Cheltenham and Gloucester. Yeah, it's a very
You're cooking the wax? And you're wiring the mics?
We do everything, We also
you're drinking the beers?
Yeah, and gambling on horses at Cheltenham Racecourse.
Yeah.
This is another really cool thing that we do, is that we do pre-wired wiring looms. Now this is great if you're like me and you're really lazy or you're useless at using a soldering iron.
So here you have everything. Huh?
This is an example. This is a Stratocaster wiring loom. Pretty cool. And that's
neat.
all CTS pots, pull back thread cabling. So it's the real deal, beautifully put together. The only thing you have to do is connect the output. You have to desolder the output jack to resolder it.
That's it, then
it's
you're
really
cooking.
cool. Yeah. And again, we keep pretty much all the best-selling guitars you can think of. We do the wiring looms for them, but we can also do custom wiring looms. So if you've got a Telecaster and you want a 5-way switch, we can do that for you.
Cool.
So again, but that in combination, certainly with the PAF pickups, those in combination with the classic 50s wiring loom
that's cool.
It's a killer.
So you have an impressive artist list also.
Yes, absolutely. I've left it elsewhere in the shop today, but we're very proud to have guitar players like Robbie McIntosh,
long list of
Mick Vernal,
guys,
Matt Knopfler uses the PAF pickups quite a lot.
That's
so
cool.
we've got a vast array, and it's all on the website. If you go to Monty's website, UK website, you can see the roster. But it's very impressive.
Let's talk about this mic.
This is my personal favourite at the moment.
Let me take your guitar.
I'm more of a Strat Telly man than I am a humbucker type guy.
So here we go then.
Yeah, this is. I'll just go back to a kind of clean sound here. Oh.
So this is which mic is in?
Right, this is my favourite at the moment. As you can see, this is a single pickup. This is an Esquire.
Here we have it.
Fender Esquire. This is the one. This is where it all started, pretty much. Just a single bridge pickup with the classic 3-position. A lot of people ask, why does a single pickup have 3 positions?
Yeah, why?
I'm not going to tell you. I don't know.
Come on, Allan, tell me.
Well, I mean, the classic layout that Leo invented was originally this was supposed to be there's a capacitor on this position which makes it quite dull, and this was back in the 50s, right? So it was supposed to sound like a kind of bass guitar.
Okay.
So that was the idea, but a lot of people, when you actually drive that, a lot of people don't like it in the kind of clean sound because it's quite dull sounding. If you hear, it's kind of muddy and kind of dull, but when you actually drive it in that tone position, it's really cool. And when you put it in the middle position, that's with the volume and the tone working at the same time. And in this position, it's straight out, and all you have is the volume control. So that's why you've got a tone control on an Esquire, folks.
Yeah, one mic.
But there's something magical about a guitar with a single pickup. I don't know what it is. A lot of people say it's snake oil or it's whatever, but there's not any other pickups there, so the signal isn't wrestling with the neck pickup. But I just find it's really, really fun, and it's kind of quite cool as well because it allows you to focus on your guitar playing. You're not having to worry about what pickup, your position you're in. But if you hear this is the broadcaster. This is the 50s broadcaster pickup. So apparently, when Leo first invented the telly, he took the pickup out of a lap steel guitar. So it's a very, very kind of punchy, loads of mid-range. It's a really nice pickup, but it's got that classic that classic telly twang that you're about to hear.
Yeah, that's twang.
That's twang. That's really but then if you go on to the old killer mode, once someone told me once, yeah, Telecasters, they're just rhythm guitars. And I'm like, yeah, right. And that will cut through live recording, you name it.
I lost my hearing.
What?
I can't hear. But great.
But
great sound.
well, it's all the pickups, nothing to do with me. But The cool thing, again, you know, Monty being Matt and George, the two guys pretty much behind the business. They're both great guitar players. They're both with loads of experience recording and playing live. They know, certainly Matt, when I've been speaking to Matt, it's clarity. It's all about clarity.
They learn the hard way.
And cutting through, he tries to develop a pickup or a mic that will, as you Swedes call them, that will always, you know, will cut through in the mix. So you'll hear it above the drummer, you'll hear it above the bass player. Yeah. And that's quite cool. And that's quite cool in a way. So
it is.
So we've got the broadcaster, and that comes out obviously as a set, and that's a 50s set. But we also have a 53 set, which is really, really nice too.
The difference?
Slightly not. This is quite pokey. This is quite a high output. It's wound quite high. It's about 10k.
Yeah.
The 53s are lower, and we're using a different gauge of wind on the pickup.
Okay.
It's, you know, pickups, again, there's a lot of experts out there who will correct me because I'm saying the wrong thing, but essentially, you know, a pickup is a magnet wrapped in copper wire, you know.
Which brings us maybe to, you talked to me, you showed me a thing before that you could put over.
Yep, that's one of our. Yeah, that's another one of our upgrades.
Yeah.
This is from the Stratocaster.
Talking about the magnetic stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's all about. I mean, it's you know, it's accident rather than design. A lot of it, you know, and just you know, and it's when Leo Fender was making pickups, or the ladies that were winding his pickups back in the 50s, 60s, there was no science to it. It was pretty much, you know, sheer luck and accident and hard work that they got this combination of using the right magnets with the right, you know, the right wax and the right pot. So it was just they're very fortunate and very lucky to get the right mixture. Something that we do in a lot of the Telecasters, and predominantly our Stratocasters, is that unlike a lot of other manufacturers, we don't fully dip the pickups in wax. We only semi-dip it, and we believe that because we don't fully cover the pickups in wax, it leaves a certain clarity.
Wax, so
no, different kind of wax. Different kind of wax, yeah.
Different.
That's something that we do, and again, it's all about the clarity being heard behind a mix.
I didn't know that microphones are dipped in wax.
Some are, and
that's new for me.
Some are, and some not. It was a way to reduce the microphonic the feedback in them. Some pickups are not waxed at all. Some are.
So if they are waxed, what's the difference between a waxed and an unwaxed? Is it?
Well, you'll get a lot of feedback for starters.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, a wax was a way of reducing the feedback, and you know, if you look at the late '60s pickups when Fender, for instance, were bought by CBS. CBS were kind of cutting corners, so rather than dipping them in wax, they dipped them in lacquer, and like nitrocellulose lacquer, because it was kind of cheaper to do and it was quicker. But what you found out was through time the lacquer falls off.
More feedback.
Well, you'd be very lucky to find a late '60s original Telecaster pickup that with it was lacquer. But again, it's a characteristic of the pickup that is really cool.
Yeah,
so we offer a late '60s pickup versions in our Strats and Telecasters, but we get over that by pre-dipping it in wax before coating it in lacquer, so that gives it a bit more longevity.
Okay.
But in answer to this is another one of our upgrades, and at Monty's they're always saying, you know, there's always an upgrade, there's always something relatively inexpensive that you can do to change the tone or the character of your pickups.
And this does what?
And this is this is a pickup underplate that will go underneath. Normally the bridge pickup.
What do you mean under? Did you put it under?
Yeah, if you go to one of our there's instructional videos on there, you'll literally kind of glue it onto the base of your pickup.
Yeah, this is a metal plate then?
Yeah, it's a metal plate, and what that will do is we have it in different thicknesses. We have it in 1mm and 2mm thicknesses, and the thicker the base plate under the pickup, the more treble will be taken away from it. And that's the issue with Stratocaster pickups, especially especially in the bridge pickup, they can be quite spiky. It can be quite quite trebly. So by putting bringing a bridge plate underneath,
you get a more mellow sound or a rounder sound. Or
you get it just rolls off. It takes away that toppy.
Yeah.
It takes away the toppiness.
The sharpness.
And
Looks like this.
Hey.
And you see it all the way back to
Cool,
Allan.
you know, and that's, you know, so you don't have to replace your pickups. You know, you can
change the sound with this.
And
what was the cost of it? This is
Yeah,
we usually don't talk cost, but
yeah, well, you put me on the spot here. It's probably around about 200 krona, I think, for
something
that.
like that.
You know?
Yeah,
but
it's neat then to just get another sound.
Exactly, yeah, and you don't have to junk your pickup. You know, you
Try
might
that.
have you might have decent pickups. Again, there's a lot of kind of snake oil. You know, people are there's a lot of mystique and mystery regarding pickups, and guitar players and bass players are always searching for this ultimate sound. And
it's like the drummers and the cymbals. We're always searching for that ride, that high,
exactly,
that crash.
yeah. I mean, there is. I mean, you know, we don't. You know, we hand wind our pickups. You know, there's a lot of volume manufacturers out there that will. It's all automated.
Yeah.
You know, so every pickup that we sell is.
But they
is
are
hand
standard. It's not like you can order. I want that one with that kind of sound. Do you do that also?
Yeah, I mean. If you can't find a pickup value in our current range that you like, then my goodness, you're going to be tough. I mean, we cater for. We have maybe at least 3 to 4 output values of each pickup.
Okay.
And then within each set. We do offer, for instance, you can have in a Stratocaster, you can have the reverse wind pickup in the middle pickup as an option, and that reduces the hum, because you have with a single pickup you have a hum, an electric hum that you get, and that's why humbuckers were invented. You hear that lovely sound. Now some people either hate it and some people love it. And I have learned to love it, and it's just a natural.
You always get beginners with guitars that said this sounds wrong.
Yeah.
No, it's.
Yeah, I mean, but it's how to live it. You can't, there's ways of reducing the hum, but by reducing the hum of a single coil, it changes the character. There's some companies that will make it like a stacked single
But this
coil.
doesn't help for the hum, does it?
No. Slightly does. It takes away.
Slightly hum. Okay.
But it's really down to, a lot of people, a lot of guitars they feel that the guitar is lacking something, whether it's a lack of a bottom end or they're wanting a little bit more power, and that's I guess why we're still winding lots of pickups. But I said, we cover pretty much every major guitar shape, whether it's from the Gibson family or from the Fender family or anything in between.
Something for everybody.
Pretty much so, we can do it, and in the finish that you want as well.
Okay.
Which is cool, and again, all made by hand in the factory in Gloucester.
In England, near the horses.
Near the horses.
Near the horses. Yeah. Alrighty. So.
And we're proud that you guys are helping us. Montify Malmo.
Yeah, we like to Montify Malmo. We are also very proud to have you.
Oh, it's a privilege to be here. And thank you so much.
Allan, I think we should round it up.
Excellent. Great. Thank you.
I have to go get my children.
Yes.
So I would like to talk more with Allan, but I really have to get my children today. But anyway, Allan.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you around. And
wonderful.
Remember, you can always get in here and try it out and
get Montified.
Yeah.